After years of thrifting being my main way to shop, I decided to take things to the next level by going to the Goodwill Bins. The bins is often where inventory goes after a few weeks of not selling at the regular Goodwill stores. This is the item's last chance to get purchased before it's sold to wholesalers or recycled, which means it is sold at a crazy low price. What started off as a chaotic experience I thought I would never do again turned out to be pretty exciting and, dare I say, fun, especially once we realized how little we had to pay for 2 carts full of stuff. Are you ready for this?
Ready.
Ready or not, we are going to the bins. It's about a 30-minute drive from our house, so we have 13 more minutes, and I think I'm getting more nervous the closer we get. We talked through our strategy on the way there, and both of us are just hoping to find something worth bringing home today. We are just arriving. It is about 10:20.
Arrived.
I'm interested to see how much time we spend here because I want to factor in if that ends up making this experience worth it. So 10:20, we're heading in and let's see what we can find. We started out by just trying to get a feel of how everything worked, and at first it didn't seem too crazy busy in here. I already feel nervous, like I don't know the rules. Like, are we allowed to grab these carts? I learned from last time that it's important to follow the rules because they will tell you if you aren't, but thankfully we successfully secured a cart. I guess we'll get started. Just a bunch of random stuff. This is actually decently cute. It says Los Angeles.
I like this.
A solo shoe. Ugh. It was time to get back to it, and these bins here on the end had a bunch of books in them. I didn't really want to dig through the books, but I kind of just skimmed to see what was on top. Kind of broken. This book looks so cute. I'm gonna add this to the cart. Look how cute this book is. I was thinking this would be nice for coloring supplies, so like crayons, pencils. I'm gonna give this a try. Is this cute? It seems to be in good condition. I'll add this to the cart and then I'll decide. See, this is what is overwhelming to me, is everyone lining up. Like, they know what they're doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna just stay over here where there's no people and look through to see what I can find. Here's a closer look of how it looks when the new bins come out. It's pure chaos, but I will say in my experience, everyone I interacted with was so nice. We're in the first area right here, so there's books and toys and shoes, but if we go through those doors, there's clothes. Should we go over to the clothes right now?
Yeah, looks like there's less people.
I'm just gonna leave my cart over here so it's out of the way. I'm just now paying attention to what the pricing is up on the wall, and it looks like it's $1.69 a pound for clothes, which is quite the deal. There were a few more bins of shoes in this area, so I went to those first since no one else was there.
I actually love these, but they're just not in the best condition. I can see why people wear gloves.
I went ahead and started digging through the clothes, and at first it was feeling pretty underwhelming. Half the fun is showing each other the crazy things you're coming across. A lot of resellers come to shop here just because you can get the items for such a low price. I just decided to try it out today to see how many good deals I could come home with. Then I ended up finding something worth bringing home, and I have a vision for this. We are planning to do a dining room makeover soon, and I wanted a floral piece of fabric that I could use as a table runner, so I'm thinking this could work. Then I moved on to the next area of bins to do some more digging.
I'm already exhausted.
Yeah, this is a lot. We had only been here for about 30 minutes at this point, and I was just feeling like there were some more good finds out there waiting for us.
This is kind of fun. I'm gonna grab it. It matches that one that Autumn has. These are little snow pants. Are those cute?
After looking a little more in this area, I found 2 matching mermaid dresses, and I got them for my daughters. This is where it's about to get a little crazy. First of all, I ended up running into a girl who I had just seen at my shop on Saturday, and she was helping explain to me how this works, so shout out to her. So what they're doing is bringing out a fresh round of new bins, so the real digging is about to begin. This is where the rules come into play because you cannot touch anything until everything is in place. Wait for it, and let the chaos begin. This feels like one of the strangest things I've ever done in my life. This is just such a weird concept. I didn't end up finding anything this round. 1, because I was overwhelmed, and 2, because I just didn't see anything. I'd love to know if you've shopped at the bins before. Is this kind of chaos normal? I'd be curious to hear about your experience. Been here now for about 40 minutes. I think that an hour and a half is gonna be my max. So once we hit
that hour-and-a-half point, I think we'll just wrap it up and call it good.
I really wanted to feel like I was giving the bins a fair shot, so I really wanted to stick around to experience one more round of new bins coming out. These bins here, they're about to take them away and bring new ones out, so I'm just gonna hang out here. You can see over here, he's getting ready to take these ones away. People start to line up when they know the new ones are coming, so I'm just following their lead. Again, you can't touch anything until everything is in place, but now here goes round 2 of this madness. I did actually find a few clothing items this time around, so I was excited to add some more things to the cart.
How are you feeling so far?
It's exhausting, but it's also kind of fun. Yeah.
I'm glad you're having fun.
I will say, the more you find stuff, the more fun it is. I found this mermaid tail blanket and I almost got this exact one for my daughter for her birthday, so she'll be excited. I made my way back over to the other side and I am so glad that I did. These are so dirty, but I really think that they could be cleaned up.
I got these little boots, which are gonna end up costing next to nothing, so I'm gonna try to clean them up, but otherwise I'm really ready to start going through my cart and narrowing things down. Here's how my cart is looking. I'm just kind of going through to decide what I'm gonna get and what I'm gonna leave behind.
I held up these pants to decide if I wanted to get them. I liked the color and thought they would be good for hanging out at home. I almost put them back, but then I thought they're only gonna be 50 cents, and if I don't end up keeping them, I can always just bring them to my shop. I want to take a quick pause to tell you about my upscale thrift store's website restocks that take place every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Each week we pick our favorite items to add to our site for you to be able to shop from the comfort of your couch. Be sure to set your reminders to jump online Wednesday evenings because the items tend to go quick. You can check us out at our store in Middleville, Michigan, or online at mscthrift.com. All right, now back to the bins. This sweater was one of the first things I picked up today, and after holding it up to myself, I love the color and I'm definitely buying this one. I've officially narrowed down everything I'm gonna purchase, and I'm really happy with the amount and variety of items I found, and I'm excited to show you guys the full haul coming up soon. Here's how my cart is looking. There's definitely a variety in there. Some stuff's for the shop, some stuff's for me, and there's a lot of things for my girls, but I'm excited to see how much this ends up being. That's cool. Would you wear it? Behind the scenes, Mom was doing her thing by filling up her cart, so now she's got to go through all of her finds too. She thinks she can wash this up pretty good. It's actually in amazing condition. It's so soft. And then she got some other fun clothing items as well. I think I'm ready to go. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I'm nervous to see how much it costs. I'm heading to go check out, and I'm definitely feeling tired and ready for lunch. I am getting in line, but Mom is nowhere to be found. Oh, I think I see her. All right, she's gonna make her way to me. Slowly but surely. Oh, she's getting distracted. I went ahead and put my cart up on the scale so that they could weigh my items, and that determined the price, which I realized I did this wrong, but I'll explain why later.
404 is the total.
My total still ended up being under $35 for an entire cart full of stuff, which is pretty insane. I went back in to check on Mom, and somehow her cart was way more full than mine, and she paid even less than I did. I guess you can say she's the queen of good deals.
$20.
You just got all that for $20. That's crazy. $20 worth of stuff. $30 worth of stuff. The blanket she got was only $2, which is why her price is so low, but now it's time to load up the car. Sanitizer. Oh my gosh. I just showered and got all ready this morning, and now I need to redo that all over again. We did good sticking to our time frame. We were in there for exactly an hour and a half. I will say, that was exhausting and kind of stressful. I was standing in line to check out, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'll ever come back here again. But then when my total was only $30, I was like, okay, wait, maybe I would try this again. But yeah, maybe I need a minute and I would try again in the future. I don't know. What do you think?
First, when I got there, I was like, okay, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
But then the more you got into it and started finding some fun things, it was like more fun as the time went along.
I would say if you have the time on your hands and you don't need to rush, then it's kind of nice. Speaking of having time on our hands, we have 3 more hours before we need to be back. So why don't we grab some lunch, and then I think we'll check out the other Goodwill here in the area, because I actually love this Goodwill. Found some really great stuff here. So lunch and then one more stop. So now that we had that crazy experience at the bins, I'm excited to go into one of my favorite Goodwill locations and just take our time and look around. All right, here we go. This is much more my speed. I feel much more in my element here. Immediately, I cannot get over how quiet it is in here compared to the last place. I feel like I can think so much more clearly with this noise level. Let's just take a minute to listen. It also looks like there's so much good stuff to look through.
I don't have to worry about grabbing underwear.
Yeah, I did that a couple times. This is cute, just not my size.
I was just talking about how quiet it was and then they started vacuuming, so don't mind that in the background. But I saw this sweater and I got very excited because I feel like this is exactly what I've been looking for.
First of all, you can just tell there's so much nice stuff hanging here. But you know when you feel something, it's the most amazing quality ever? I'm gonna grab it and try it on because it's super fun. I am so cold that thrifting a jacket sounds nice. This one's really interesting. I don't usually wear orange, but it's kind of cute. I spy something cute. Let's see. Whoa, so nice for $10. I am gonna give this a try. This is really pretty. If this ends up fitting, this could be so cute. Peeking at the shoes, and these stuck out to me, but I already have some like it, so I really don't need them. I love these ones for winter and really good quality. Not my size. Checking the pants just to see if there's anything I have to have. These look nice. Both buttons are there. They're just such good quality, and I love that they're not wrinkled. These could be fun to style. I'm gonna try them on. Also, these would be really fun with an oversized sweater and some boots. They're very different from what I already have. I'm gonna peek if there's anything I need for my girls, especially shoes, because those can be hard for me to find. Winter boots. These are only $3 in really good condition. Definitely gonna grab those. Last year I shopped 90% secondhand for my girls, but this year I'm trying to do it 100%. There are certain things I struggled to find, especially shoes. So this year I'm really trying to plan ahead and keep an eye out for things that they might need as they get bigger. I'm also checking the decor while we're here. This really large frame is nice. Only $3.99. I feel like that's a pretty good deal. This is actually so cute. I definitely don't need it though. These could be fun for my dining room. I just wish they were bigger. They're so little. The cutest bunny ever for my girls. I'm gonna go ahead and take a minute and try stuff on to narrow things down. I'm excited about some of these pieces, but I do just want to make sure that they fit.
Time for some try-ons. I started off with the two dresses that I found. The first one is a little bit big, and then the second one just wasn't as flattering as I had hoped it would be. Let's just say these next few finds definitely ended up coming home with me, and then it was time to try on the jacket that I was excited about, but unfortunately it was just a little bit too big. I feel like I'm being swallowed in it.
See how like the shoulders just look big, the arms look big. It's so cool. I'll leave this for someone else. So the pants, I wish they were longer and maybe just a little bigger. And then I tried to make this vest cute, but not cute. I still found some really fun things.
Here's what I'm putting back, and here's what I'll be keeping.
This is the rack of stuff that they're just bringing out, so it's always good to check here because you're kind of getting first pick before things go out. I actually love this. This is perfect for toys since it has a handle. So that's coming home with me. A couple of things for my girls. This is my backpack. And then just a couple clothing items. I have a million frames, so I'm gonna put this one back. Wow, I was expecting your cart to be full. What did you end up finding? Nice, it's a good variety. I think I'm ready to be done. We found some really fun things. Do you think my total here is gonna be more than at the bins?
I do.
I know, I think so too.
It's time to check out, and I'm really excited to get today's finds home so that I can try them on, and I'm especially excited to know what my cost per item was at the bins.
All right, I would say that was a successful day of thrifting.
Now to head home so I can show you all these finds.
The second I got home from thrifting, I threw all of my finds in the wash and ran the cycle not once, but twice. So now that everything has been washed 2 times, I'm ready to show you what I got and do some try-ons. And then after that, I will share the total amount I spent and how much I paid per item because it is pretty crazy. But let's get right into my full haul. I'm gonna start with what I got at the bins, specifically what I got for my girls. So first, apparently there was a mermaid theme going on, which I'm not mad about, but I found this dress and I found not one, but 2 of them, which is really fun because both of my girls have already been wearing these and they can match, which they love. So then the other mermaid item is this blanket that is in the shape of a mermaid tail, which is so funny because my 4-year-old just told me that she wanted one of these. So that is why I just thought it was so fun when I found this at the bins within a week after she was telling me that she wanted one. So those were just really fun finds that I knew that they would love. The next 2 finds are more practical. These are snow pants, which are not only adorable, but they're in amazing condition. So these are gonna be great for my 2-year-old. And then for the find of the day that I'm probably most excited about are these Sorel boots that I got for my daughter. Fun fact, but this brand of boots are my absolute favorite. I cannot survive winter without them. So now I was able able to find a pair for my daughter, which I was quite excited about. At first when I picked them up, they were quite muddy, and I figured that's probably why someone just got rid of them. But to me, it seemed like they were going to be able to be cleaned up pretty easily, and I was right. I was able to get off all the mud, and now they are in much better condition. And I'm going to go ahead and put these up in her closet because they will be for next winter. Now I'm going to share with you the finds I got specifically for my shop. Way back almost 7 years ago when I first opened, the only way I got inventory for our store was by going out and thrifting it myself. But now we have evolved to where people bring it into us and we purchase it from them. So now when I'm out thrifting, I'm usually looking for myself and my girls, but if I do come across an amazing item that I think would sell really well at the shop, I do pick it up. So speaking of what sells really well at our shop is jean jackets. I really liked the crop of this one. We have a hard time keeping jean jackets in stock just because, in my opinion, I think they're so timeless and something that you can reach for year after year. So I picked up this one and this nice classic darker denim one as well. Next is this black dress that my mom actually found. It's just nice and simple, but it also has this pretty lace detail on it. I have been loving Levi's lately. These were in amazing condition and I could not pass them up. And then last for the shop is this little Mickey Mouse sweatshirt, and I just thought it'd be a great addition to our baby section. So now for the finds I ended up getting for myself. I'll start out with the least exciting, just this pair of pants, but I really liked the color, and I mainly got them for just wearing around the house. This dress is an item that my mom found, but I just thought it was so simple and I love the texture of it. This next brown dress I just found to be so interesting. The tag is cut out of it, so I have no idea where it's from, but I had to grab it because I love matching my girls, and it looks exactly like a dress that my girls already have. Two more clothing items. So first is this green sweater. This is one that looks like it came straight out of a grandpa's closet in the best way. It's amazing quality. I love the color, and it's just the perfect layering sweater for winter. And then last but not least is this genuine leather jacket that I found for myself. I see these all over my Pinterest. I've been seeing people thrift them a lot, and I just think they look so nice, and it's very different from anything I have in my closet. But here's what I like about this one. First of all, it's a nice color. I really like the buttons on it, but it's also a really nice length. So honestly, this jacket is exactly something I was hoping to find at the bins, just something vintage, unique, and really awesome quality. So I am really thrilled that I found this jacket. So now for my non-clothing finds, I ended up with this, which I'm guessing is a curtain, but it's exactly what I was looking for my upcoming dining room makeover that I want to do. So I'm hoping it ends up working out as I imagined, but stay tuned because I do hope to film and complete a dining room makeover in the near future. Then for the first item I grabbed is this little book, which is just so adorable, and after reading it to my girls, it confirmed that it was a good find. It's called If I Could Keep You Little, and the illustrations and story in it are just so adorable, and I love thrifting books for my girls. And for the final bins find, I'm always on the hunt for good and practical baskets, and I just thought that this one was so great because I don't have one with compartments like this. I could think of a million ways that I could use this one. First of all, I'm thinking for craft supplies, but I could also use it to separate socks or hair bows, or use it for toys. Ultimately, I just love a good thrifted basket that helps keep me organized around my house. And that'll do it for my bins finds, but now I want to show you my finds from our second stop of the day. Again, I'm going to start with what I got for my girls. So starting with this adorable little stuffed bunny. My 2-year-old loves bunnies right now, so this just made sense for her. And the way that I clean these is I actually just throw them in the wash and let them air dry. So this little guy's all clean and she's already been playing with him. And then also for my 2-year-old, I got these winter boots for only $2.99, which I thought was such a great deal. These things look like they have never even been worn. But the best part of it is they match perfectly the snow pants that I got for her at the bins. My goal this year is to shop only secondhand for my girls, so being able to find really practical things like this for them is going to help me be able to accomplish that goal so that I don't have to scramble and last minute buy something brand new for them. Okay, so now the clothing items I got for myself at Goodwill, which I'm actually pretty excited about. Starting off with this navy short sleeve top. I love the brand of this shirt, and I'm actually very excited to be able to wear it with my light wash jeans or even shorts this summer. And then this sweater. So what it says on it is Daily Practices, which is the brand that it is. After looking it up, I think it's from Anthropologie. But if you could just feel the quality of this sweater, then you would understand why I bought it. Plus, I think the extra detail with the orange lining on it is really interesting. So this is one I thought I'd thrift for myself because I think it's very different, and if I don't end up wearing it a lot, I'll just bring it to my shop. And for the final two clothing items, I ended up with this sweater, and I love the color and the length of it. I'm excited to throw this one on with some jeans or even leggings, and I really think it's gonna help elevate a lot of my outfits. And for the last clothing find, this is another one that is so interesting, but I also just really love the way that it fits. This jacket is definitely unlike anything I have in my closet, which I think is what makes it the perfect addition. And now for my final find of the day, I ended up coming home with this basket, which I think is going to be so perfect for toys. I have a few other baskets with handles on them, and I just love the way that my girls pick them up and carry them around the house with their toys. And for $4.99, I feel like that's a good deal for the size and the condition that it's in. All right, so now that you've seen my full haul, it's time to share my total amount spent at each location. Let's start with my second stop. I came home with a total of 7 items, and my total amount spent was $40.21, which makes the average cost of each item $5.74. Pretty good, but now let's talk about the bins. I came home with 18 total items, and I spent $34.04. So that means the average cost per item at the bins was $1.89. $1.89 each for 18 items. That is pretty crazy, and I have never gotten that good of deals before. But here's the thing, after I got home, I realized that when I checked out, I did it wrong, and if I would have done it right, that price could have been even lower. As I was going to check out, I was just feeling nervous because I wanted to do it right. And the guy said to me, if it's just clothes, you can wheel your cart up on the scale. And in that moment, I completely forgot that I had other things in my cart besides clothes. So I put it on the scale and weighed it, but I realized that the shoes, the book, and the basket all would have been a lower price had I weighed them separately. But you live and you learn, and ultimately $1.89 per item is still an amazing deal. Overall, I came home with some really fun pieces for my girls, my shop, and for myself. Now, would I say that the items I came home with was worth the effort of me digging at the bins? And I would, actually. I get a lot of fulfillment out of finding fun things for my daughters, and the snow boots alone had me excited because I know both my 4-year-old and eventually my 2-year-old will be able to wear them one day. So now I want to answer the question, would I go to the bins again? I'm thinking I might need a minute, but I wouldn't say that I would never go again. I really loved my experience at the second shop where it was much quieter and a much slower paced environment, but I'm gonna stay open to going back to the bins again because it was kind of fun and exciting to switch things up. So if I were to go again, here's what I would do differently. First, I would allow myself more time to really look because ultimately I think that's what it takes to find good stuff at the bins is time. And then second, I would go in with more confidence. I was definitely nervous and timid because I didn't want to step on anyone's toes or do anything wrong, but now that I have more knowledge of how to do it the right way, I would go in with more confidence, which I also think would be helpful when it comes to finding some good deals. I almost forgot something really important, to give a shout out to my mom for coming with me. She is such a fun person to bring along to the thrift store, and hopefully soon she can come along with me for a full thrift trip so we can see Mom's haul, because you guys already know she is the best at putting outfits together. Well, after quite a crazy day of thrifting, I knew I wanted my next thrift trip to be a little more in my comfort zone. So next time, I will be spending the day with my sister Grayson, popping into 5 of my all-time favorite thrift stores within driving distance of my house. We each went in with a list of what we were looking for, which was so helpful when it came to successfully finding a lot of what we were looking for. These thrift stores have never let me down, which is why they're some of my favorites, and I am excited to share them with you guys in my next video. Until then, don't forget to check out my store's website where we add our favorite items from the shop online every Wednesday. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and get ready for more secondhand finds coming to my channel very soon.